take care of two balances in your life: bank balance and karma balance.
Welcome to the live session of Win India. We wish everyone joyous Navratri in 2022. The first day of Navratri is dedicated to goddess Shailaputri, and the suggested color of the day is white. Goddess Shailaputri is goddess Durga's first incarnation. She rides a bull named Nandi while holding a trishul in one hand and lotus in another. Goddess Parvati was born as daughter of Himalaya, and the Shail means mountain in Sanskrit. So she is known as Shailaputri. And before we begin today's session, I'd like to remind you that When India Awards 2022 are scheduled for November 19th, and the first round of registration is already open. So if you haven't applied yet, do so today, and the link will be shared in the comments soon. Returning to today's section of Narisakti, I'm your host, Swapnali Matkar from Nature's Zest, the natural ethical skincare brand. And our today's guest is Rom Nimkar Karandikar from Sri Rom's Wellness Private Limited. I would like to introduce her. She has dedicated her life to our ancient yogic, Vedic, and Hindu religious wisdom and wellness path, spreading the same through various ventures and activities in India and globally since the couple of decades. She's passionate about women's holistic empowerment. So let's talk to her and know more about her. Hello, Romji.
Namaste.
Namaste. We're delighted to have you here today. And I think I really thank When India to give this opportunity to all of us to talk to you and know more about you. So, can you please tell something about you?
First of all, thank you for remembering me, and I must appreciate the way in India contributing to the empowering women since they perform, because I've been closely observing associated with them. Okay, so about me, uh, I'm a spiritual soul living in this body, and I'm very much rooted to our Vedic culture, Indian living, passionate about it. I stepped out as a general manager finance from international hotel companies and finance, but after that, my life is totally dedicated to this. So, as you mentioned, I have a wellness center where I teach Ayurveda, Indian yogic wisdom. People from all over the globe travel to me. Recently, I started one more venture in Mysuru, which serves the holistic sattvic eating. So the all food is cooked over here is holistic food, because health plays very important role in your success. So that's a little bit about me.
Yeah. Can you just tell her what are your strengths in this area?
My strength, go getter. As I'm originally Bombay girl, we always had that fire in us. But somewhere, my childhood, one sentence from my mother, it shaped my life. My mother told me, I think I was 6, 7 years old, and she said, since it is a Navratri, I would like to mention that sentence very well over here. She said, Goddess Saraswati, Durga, and Lakshmi, as well Kali, resides in you, and given time, Mahakali as well. So it's you who has to decide whom do you want to evoke. So Goddess Saraswati resides on your tongue. Goddess Durga is in your courage. And so does Goddess Lakshmi is in your hand. How you earn, how you spend. No? And given time Kali and also Mahakali. Kali means what? Aggressive. Set the boundaries, define the boundaries. So those boundaries she taught me in the childhood. Saraswati on tongue. So she said, With your tongue, you can conquer the world. So, as before you ask me one question, how to connect with the people. So she said, when you talk to people, touch their soul, touch their heart. You don't have to dominate the people. You can conquer them only with your word. And wherever you live, touch the soul of that soil. So, as I lived in Pune, Goa, Kerala, now in Karnataka, I see to that I always help local people, local economy. I always appoint the local people in my venture. I see what are the local sources are available, which I can explore more and help them. So touching people's soul, that is another my passion.
Wow, that's such a nice thought, and it's really great to know about this. And Navratri is a really good opportunity or the place or worship of goddess, and you already told us how we can worship these goddesses. Thank you so much to you and your mom. Um, I just wanted to know how you chose this wellness path because I heard that you have been in different industries earlier. So how you left all that and came to this place?
Very interesting question. um, a decade back, I met in a road accident. I had a near death experience. I was in a coma. I lost my memory, senses, my eyesight, and my there were a lot of neurological and complications in my body where the medical science had a no remedy. And they said, Rome, it will take us 5 years to diagnose exactly what is happening. And I said, 5 years? I really don't have a 5 years to rest and be in the bed. And then I took my health in my hand. And within 1 year, I came back. And today, I am more than 100% fit and fine. And all this thing I achieved or could rewrite the history of my neurological and physical complication with the help of our Ayurveda and yogic and sattvic food, which I have been following from my childhood. And same thing I use to help people all over the world who come to my wellness center. The youngest person visitor in my wellness center, age 21, the eldest, 82. Only our food system and our Vedic living habit. That's why I chose this wellness path. It keeps me fit. It helps me to help people to take care of their health. That's why I chose this wellness path.
That's a really great thing, and it is really inspiring how you overcame your health issues with this yogic and Vedic culture, which you are already following in your life. It's really great. Can you just
When I
guide us?
lost my memory, I found, yeah, so I found our Sanskrit chanting, which helps. Okay, so that really helped me. Am I there?
Yeah, you are there.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So our Sanskrit chanting really helped us to take care of our brain. And there was a time when I used to say, I forget. But now I think I remember more than what I forget or what I used to do earlier. So that is our Sanskrit chanting.
Mm-hmm.
So I see to that my 50% of a day is contributed to our religious and the cultural knowledge giving. You know.
Yeah.
And
That's
my
really
food is also very simple Ayurveda way.
mhm.
Very
Yeah,
simple.
great. Just I mean, just because you are mentioning that you are 50% of the day you spend like this, I want to know, like, before you came into yogic and Vedic culture, were you following some of these things at home or from your family or something?
Yes, yes, yes. Being a upbringing is completely very traditional. Yes. Is our networks as stable or mine?
Yeah, from my side it is working. How about your side?
Okay, in between it get disturbed, so I check
That's
my
right.
network setting. It is showing all that. No, from the childhood I've been following the same food system. Though I
Mm-hmm.
work in a hotel industry, but I never got carried away with that. I take my dinner late by late 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
I go to bed 9:30, late by late 10 o'clock. I get up morning 3:30, 4 o'clock. So my day start morning 4 o'clock.
Yeah,
So still it
during
is followed from beginning. Yeah. When I was
yeah,
working also it was followed.
that's really great to know because right now waking up at 3:30 or 4, I cannot even imagine. That's really something we don't do, and we sleep very late, like 12, after 12. Most of the people sleep. I understand that
Eight
it's really
o'clock
bad.
I will not have anything.
That's really really great habits, and we I
Seven,
think we need
seven,
to
7:30.
great. Yeah. Um, going towards this about the habits. How what is woman holistic empowerment, and what do you suggest to get to go for the holistic empowerment for women?
Okay. Now the holistic empowerment of a woman. So now we know that we need to be physically, emotionally strong, but there are more aspects as well. Physically, emotionally, financially, and spiritually. These are the four things I see. If you are financially stable, you can take your own decisions. You have a freedom to write new story, to
Right.
get into the ventures. Okay. If you are physically fit, you will be the mentally sound to take the sound decisions. And if you are spiritually awakened, I'm not saying the enlightened, etc. A spiritual person always provides services and products which are good for the society. Spiritual business people are connected to their services and the people, which give them multiple fold benefits. Money is the byproduct of the services and the products you put it in the market. But when you put products and services which are helping people, along with the money, you get your blessings as well. So this thing also I learned from my mom. As I was scaling in my career, very I reached top level at very early age. So she said to me, take care of two balances in your life, bank balance and karma balance. If your bank balance will get over, some may can lend you. You can borrow from someone. But if your karma balance get over, nobody will lend you and neither you will be able to ask from anyone. And
Wow,
if you have a good karma balance, you don't have to ask anything to from anyone. Everything will be provided to you. So these two balances are very important in your life.
it's really great thought.
Another thing I noticed that women they will put the services and product which are similar to other person. Like,
Mhm.
oh, the other lady is doing thing, let me do this. Her business is doing good, let me do that. But how about trying little something different, little unique, which will give you satisfaction, which will give something new to the market. And consciously, you're not disturbing somebody else's business.
Yeah.
Third thing,
Mhm.
don't run after the money. Any product service you take, let be your passion.
That's right.
So you will have a satisfaction. And make yourself money magnet. So money will flow towards you because money run faster than you.
That's a great thought. Yeah.
Okay. So the holistic approach, she need to be physically, mentally stable. She should be spiritually conscious, financially stable. Now, financial stability means how much? Like someone can say, oh, if I have a 5 lakh or 10 lakh in my account, I will be financially stable. Right? So one should know how much is too much.
Right.
The satisfaction, contentment is different, and the greed is different. Take some time in a day for yourself. Before you start your day, plan your day. That's why I get up early morning. The morning 20 minutes I spend with me, writing my day. What are the things I'm going to do today in my day? As I said, 50% my day is dedicated to religious and spiritual offering, and 50% to my business ventures. And I have a handful business venture, but I see to that 50% is given to them and 50% this. So 20%, like a 20-minute in the first day in the morning, I will align my day. Before going to bed, I will ask myself whether I completed the task which I kept for me.
Yeah.
Get up in the morning with the excitement. Go to bed with the gratitude. Night is peaceful.
Yeah. It's a really great thought. So, I mean, wake up in the morning and with excitement and plan the day and go to sleep with a gratitude. That's everyone should follow. It's really good. And the four things which you mentioned about the stability, those are also really great. I mean, there is a lot to learn and a lot to really follow. Thank you. Uh,
Because when I saw the days, I made the days and I came back. So I
mhm.
kept now every day I think, oh, I have very few days. What are the things I can contribute back to my society? What I think I can contribute back to my culture, my country, you know?
Right.
So that's how like my total thought change. I have a very few days left. Days can come any moment. Let's enjoy it. Let's play the game of life.
Wow. Yeah. It's a really very positive thought. I have
What do you
one.
think?
Yeah. I mean, when we talk about women, holistic empowerment of women, being a natural skincare and uh, hair care business person, I realized that women keep their own priorities lowest over, and they give the priorities to family, right? So they don't think that something required for them is important. They'll give everything to their family, their time, their dedication, everything. So what will you guide, or how will you guide to such young women or business
Yeah.
persons?
Okay. I've been mother of two children.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that balance is very important.
Yeah.
Balancing two, and
Mm-hmm.
women only can do that juggling, being a mother, being a boss, or being a businesswoman. Okay.
Right.
So as I said, you must take some time for yourself. That
Mm-hmm.
doesn't mean being a selfish. Okay. Another thing I said, define your boundaries. If you tell your children, I will give you 10 minutes, but give that 10 minutes undivided attention to your children. Being a woman is the most beautiful thing. Being a mother is another beautiful thing. I'm proud of being a woman and a mother. Okay? And equally proud of being a businesswoman. But that balancing keeps always us alert. Okay. I will here another thing I will mention about the women, their food habit.
Mhm.
They really neglect their health
That's true.
when they will cook all the best food for their children. But for them, they whatever is left, they will eat. That doesn't mean you have to cook something special for you. But
Hmm.
whenever you eat something, whatever you put in your mouth, ask yourself question. What I eat is going to heal me or kill me? Is going to nourish me and then put in your mouth. So
Great.
you knowingly, unknowingly, you will be passing these habits to your children as well.
Very true.
So that's what I followed in my life. The
Very,
balancing, being a mother, being a wife and businesswoman.
yeah. Great. Uh, yeah, it's a really nice thought. And the point which you mentioned, like think before eating, whether it is going to kill you or nourish you. It's a very important point, and we should all remember that point, especially when we all are eating so much junk outside. So we must remember what we are eating. That's very nice, and thank you for that. And
As you are a skincare person, as you
yeah,
are a skincare person, whatever is in your tummy shows on your skin.
that's true. Very true.
Whatever is in your mind shows on your skin.
True. Very true. Yeah. I mean, how whatever products you apply on your face or skin or hair, you also have to have a nice diet, very good diet. So that will help. That's true. Very
Because you have a two brain. One is in your tummy and one is over here. You have a two brain.
true. Okay. Nice thought.
Yeah, yeah, you have a two brain. One is in your tummy and
Mhm.
one is yeah, you have a two brain.
It's
See,
yeah. It's
the
a very
food you
different way.
eat, it affects your mind.
Right.
And your mind doesn't matter how good is food, if you are not mentally peaceful, you will not able to taste that and you won't be able to digest that food properly. Does
Right.
that make sense?
Yeah. Very much. Really great. Um, when we are talking about the young generation, there are a lot of young generation who are going into business startups, or they are starting their own business, new ventures. So when they are starting new ventures, I mean, everyone starts a business to get successful. So what advice will you give to such young entrepreneurs or young women?
Okay. What I follow that I will share with you
Yeah.
because every person has a different thought and personality and expectation. Okay.
Hmm.
What I followed, whatever you keep in the market, it should be different. You must be different from the crowd.
Right.
One is that. Second thing, doesn't matter how strong is a king. He cannot maintain his kingdom, he cannot win his battle if he doesn't has a good force with him.
Right.
My staff,
Hmm.
my subordinate, when I was working, my colleague, and since 2, 3 decades, my staff, they are very important to me. Without them, I cannot be here. So build your team, not only on the words, but that team should express it. As I said, don't dominate the people,
Hmm.
conquer the people with your tongue, with your love. If they love you, they would like to work for you. If they work with you with the love, their work will be more productive. I also have a staff over here where I hardly speak to them 3 or 4 line in a day. They are always, trying what makes me happy. Okay, sometimes we have to train them. That time we need to be very crystal clear and assertive communication. I'm saying crystal clear communication. I'm not saying like you need to be bossy. Treat your people the way you would like to treat it yourself. I always believe that. When I was also working, I gave
Mm-hmm.
same answer to the one of my interview. If I like working over here, I will join your company because whatever comes with the liking is more productive.
Right.
And same I follow it with my staff. So my staff, they don't work for me. They live with me and love me.
Wow, that's a great thought.
But you need to be though you have to be kind, but you don't be a blind. That also I will say. Be a kind, but not a blind.
Great. Very true. Yeah, so I'll certainly going to follow this in my business. I mean, being unique idea, yes, I do. But compassionate with people and be kind and loving to people, but
And
not
not
blind.
blind.
Yeah, that not blind. That is a very important point you mentioned here. Because sometimes, yeah, we do that. Like if we like someone, we just ignore their faults or ignore their mistakes. But that, yeah, that is not going to
Like
help me
I
in
follow,
business.
like I will observe the person. The
Mm-hmm.
first mistake, I will, okay, fine, I will let go. The
Yeah,
second time, same mistake, I will bring in notice. This is there. You need to look into it. Third time, then I will say, look, this is this. I will not entertain this. So these are the three temperament I carry. But
wow.
my talk will be the communication will be in the same line.
Yeah, you're so kind and in the young generation's language, cool. Because even if it is a word mistake, you are telling it so nicely. It's really nice. So many
Yeah,
things
I
to
don't
learn.
like to lose my temper. I don't like to lose my temper. See,
That's
whatever your business ventures you are doing for you,
right.
you are not for that.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing at the cost of your health and your peace of mind. Then you will be true sense successful in your business.
Wow.
Imagine you make a lot of money, but you don't have a good sleep. You are just
Mhm.
rushing and juggling. You don't have a time to breathe. That is not my definition of success.
That's true.
For me, the more important is blissful state of mind, healthy
Mhm.
life, you know, and the money will flow, and it flows. As I said, don't run after the money.
Great. Yeah, really nice thought. Seriously. It's like enlightening thoughts because when people say you are into business, you have to completely focus on business and other things are of no priority and all. But when you are saying all these things, it is enlightening for me. So I'll certainly try to follow all these things, and I'm sure our women who are watching this show, they are going to like it and they're going to follow this. I would like to. I have basically you have been talking about your mom. So I think one of the most important person or woman who inspires you is your mom. So we would like to know more about her and if there is anyone else who inspires you. So we'd like to know more about them as
Whatever am I today is because of my mom. She wasn't like an educated person, but she was a person with the wisdom.
well.
I'm a product of 70s old India. Okay.
Hmm.
So, as I said, she wasn't qualified or educated person, but a person with the wisdom. Okay. And she saw the seeds in me, and those seeds I nurture until today I follow in my life. So, she remains my first guru. and most influential person in my life. And whatever am I today, wherever am I, because of her.
Yeah.
My mother.
Yeah.
Of course, there are the many people on my life path who touch my life knowingly, unknowingly, who contributed to me. Who am I? My teachers, my siblings, my bosses, my colleagues, my
Yeah.
friends. I have a beautiful people in my life. I always had a
Mhm.
beautiful people in my life.
Yeah. Yeah, those people are very lucky to have you in their life. That's what I would say.
I'm really blessed to have a good people in my life, beautiful people, beautiful soul. And that's what I say, you attract what you are.
Hmm. Yeah. True.
And another thing, my spiritual journey, goddess path, if
Hmm.
you seen my videos where I'm devoted to particular spiritual religious path,
Hmm.
which also gives me a strength. So both mother goddess and my mother.
Hmm.
My
Yeah.
life is guarded and guided by them.
Great. It's really nice to know. I also want to ask you one question um, about the life in your wellness center. Like, if someone comes to your wellness center, how the day flows there. What do you expect people to do, and what should people expect to do?
The day starts early morning, 7 o'clock.
Hmm.
7 to 7:45, we have a Omkara meditation.
Hmm.
Then we have a yoga. Then we have our Ayurvedic holistic food. They are also taught our Indian philosophy because in my center people come all over the world, so I cannot talk about a religious. They're all the religious background people come. So that's like a spiritual way we have to share this knowledge with them. You know. So my roots in India helped me a lot.
Hello, everyone. Uh, Rome is Rome G is will be there with us in 2 minutes. But I'm so inspired by her thoughts and everything, and I think we all should follow the holistic approach which she told us for women, and eating right food, uh, having right thoughts, and following a right day, or sleeping early, waking up early. That is all. These are the all the good things which we already know, but we don't follow. But I think today is the day to remember everything. That these are the things which are going to help us in long run. Otherwise, with the life we are living, the junk food, late night work, late morning waking up, and busy running everywhere, that life is not going to take us anywhere. uh, it will create problems for our health, mental problems, physical problems, everything. So today, with the Navratri session, Narisakti session of Vain India, we got an opportunity to learn about the or remember about the good things in our Vedic culture and yogic culture, which Rome madam told us. And on this first day, if we came to know, or if we are remembering these things, I just think that these are the time we should follow these. So next 9 days, if we make it a habit, so I have heard that if you want to do something, and if you keep on following the same thing for at least 21 days, it becomes a habit of your life. So from this Navratri day one, if we make a habit of living a good life, following good health, following good food, then till Diwali this year 22, we will be having a really nice healthy habits for our life.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, and Romji is there. Rom,
I'm sorry. It was really the urgency, emergency.
no, no problem, ma'am. I was just telling everyone that yeah, I heard somewhere that 21 days, if we follow one thing, then it becomes a habit of our life. And today we are lucky
Yes,
to get all these new things. It's not new, but all these things you told us, which we can remember. And for next 21 days, if we follow, probably we'll get a good habit by end of Diwali.
absolutely. First, okay, then I said like we teach them yoga. And you know what I found in our Indian system, our seers and sages has kept all knowledge for betterment of our physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial success. So I will really suggest our new generation to take a little break and look behind.
Hmm.
And same knowledge I share in my retreat center. We are really lucky. We have everything. Only we have forgotten.
Right.
So these foreigners also learns mantra, chanting, and
Hmm.
beautifully and with devotion they do their chanting. If you see on my Instagrams, there are the foreigners, and they are really into knowing our goddesses system.
Hmm.
They really like our goddess system. Yeah, another thing, the new women empowerment, there is a say they say Nari to Narayani.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you see the Saraswati, you cannot call the Saraswati if she is not a humble, she is not a
Hmm.
sweet, but she has her power through that. Lakshmi, a Parvati, Kali, nowhere they have left their feminine side.
Hmm.
So you don't need to jump into the some other gender to be a powerful. Women is the most beautiful and powerful creation of a universe.
Wow, great. These
Yeah.
are the lovely thoughts. Yeah, I mean, sometimes girls or even I used to think, अगर मैं लड़का होती, if I was a boy, I would have done this and that. Then somewhere in the life, I realized that it's not the case. If I want to do everything, I can do everything. And today is again realization when you told us the same thing. So it's
And we
very
are
nice.
so lucky. We are so lucky. We are born in the era or the time where we have all kind of a freedom. We are so lucky. Where we don't need to be something else. We just need to be women. And women are most powerful, provided they maintain their
Mhm.
feminine side.
Yeah, it's really, really
See,
nice.
you see in our queens and all, we have
Mhm.
a legacy of that empowered woman within us. Our goddesses, our queens. I'm really proud of it to be Indian, and that to Indian females.
Yeah, yeah. So happy and enlightened to listen to this. And I mean, once again, I felt that, yeah, true. Being born in India and getting to know people like you and learning things from you is a really great thing. And because of, I think, Vandita from Vain India, I really thank her and Vain India, uh, so that I can talk to you. Uh, and I thank you.
In when India also there are really beautiful women. They have
Yeah.
their own achievement because I have met them in a person.
Hmm.
All the diamonds are there.
Yeah. Really. Yeah. Very true. And do you have anything? I mean, I'm sure that you can speak more on more topics, but if you want to specifically mention something to our audiences, I would like to hear.
First of all, be proud of that women because in the old time they used to say like a birth of female, birth of nari is really painful.
Hmm.
No, First of all, be proud of that we are women,
Mhm.
Indian women, and the place you are born, era you are born, you're very lucky. You really have that power in you to manifest what you want to experience. All you need to be in a clear consciousness. So that's what I support spiritual awakening process. Once you are spiritually awakened, your thought, your action will be aligned for the betterment of the universe and yourself.
Yeah.
So take a time, go inward, align your life path which supports universe and you. Then there will be no disturbance.
Yeah.
That is what I would
Really,
like to say.
very great. Thank you, Romji, for your wonderful session, and I really enjoyed it. And I'm sure our audience and everyone enjoyed it too. And thank you so much, audience. Once again, we wish you very happy Navratri, and we'll be back tomorrow at 4 p.m. with our next guest for the Navratri.
I
The
have
next,
something to say to audience. Sorry.
yes, sure, sure. Yes,
I bow to all the goddesses right now watching this show. The essence of goddesses in everyone in you.
yeah, yeah. Even me too. Thank you so much. And we'll meet tomorrow again at 4 p.m. with our guest for the Navratri, Anika, and our host will be Deepika. Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.